Welcome back. You're watching Newsx. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. Our big focus this hour, the Election Commission of India is all set to announce the schedule for the Bihar Assembly elections. Yes, the poll agency is all set to hold a crucial press conference in half an hour from now. In under 30 minutes, we will get to know when exactly Bihar will be polling to elect their new government. The term of the 243-member State Assembly ends on the 22nd of November. The political parties had requested the Election Commission to conduct elections immediately after the Chhath festival to ensure greater vote participation as a large number of people employed outside return home for the festival. All eyes then are now on the announcement of the dates and the phases for the upcoming Bihar Assembly elections. Anand Singh, my colleague, is joining us live on the broadcast. Anand, we're just about 25 minutes to go before that Election Commission presser begins. All eyes on the CEC and when Bihar will poll. What are your sources telling you? When could the dates be? How many phases are there likely to be in these elections, Anand?
Yeah, look, the way in which the Election Commission is all set to hold a crucial presser today in which Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar will be also present. So clearly, clear indications have been given that how the Bihar Assembly poll schedule will be announced by the Chief Election Commissioner over here for the 243-member assembly in the state. So clearly, this election holds prominence for both the alliances, that is the National Democratic Alliance as well as the Grand Alliance or Mahagathbandhan of the opposition parties there in Bihar. So clearly, we have been indicated that even as in 2015, the elections were held in 5 phases, whereas in 2020 it was conducted in 3 phases. So looking at the way in which the election patterns have taken place in the last 2 polls there in Bihar. So the Election Commission sources are saying it can be 2-phased or 3-phase polling, and the polling dates are all likely to be kept after the Chhath Puja, as it's a very big festival there in Bihar. So clearly, Election Commission is all set to announce the date after of the 31st October or November 1 for the first phase of polling, whereas for the next phase it will be announcing the schedule during the presser. And it's also worth to mention, Uday, the way in which the SIR exercise has been carried out in Bihar, and the Election Commission has just released the total number of final voters in the state, that stands at 7.42 crore instead of 7.89 crore that was recorded in June this year. So clearly around 50 lakh voters have been removed from the voter rolls after the special intensive revision of the voter rolls, even as the opposition parties have questioned the timing of the SIR exercise, alleging vote theft and disenfranchising lakhs of voters in the state.
Yes.
So clearly, both the alliance partners, they have said that they are fully prepared for the polls, as they have said that they will be emerging victorious in this assembly polls.
All right, stay with us, Anand. In fact, Ritesh Mishra is also joining us now live from Bihar. Ritesh, the poll bugle may have been blown unofficially with yatras and rallies kicking off already, but officially the EC today will be announcing the elections that will set the phase then for the next stage. With polling coming up, the campaigning will pick up, the ticket distributions will also begin, Ritesh, after the announcement today.
अब बिल्कुल सबसे बड़ी बात है कि अब बिहार में सभी लोगों की जो निगाह है वो इलेक्शन कमीशन की पीसी पर टिक गई है, क्योंकि इलेक्शन कमीशन चीफ इलेक्शन जो कमिश्नर है वो बिहार में थे और उन्होंने सारे दलों के साथ उन्होंने बैठक की, फीडबैक लिया और उसी फीडबैक के आधार पर आज इलेक्शन कमीशन पीसी कर रहा है और पीसी में आज चुनाव की तारीखों की घोषणा होने वाली है और चुनाव की तारीखों की घोषणा के साथ ही बिहार में आदर्श आचार संहिता यानी मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट जो है वो लागू हो जाएगा। अब इसके बाद जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है उनके ऊपर एक प्रेशर हो जाएगा, चाहे वो सीट शेयरिंग की बात करें, इसके अलावा कैंडिडेट्स के सिलेक्शन की बात करें, फिर डोर टू डोर कैंपेन की बात करें, ये सारी चीज़ें जो हैं अब पॉलिटिकल पार्टी जो कैंडिडेट्स हैं उनको काफ़ी प्रेशराइज करने वाला है। बस आधे घंटे का समय है, प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस शुरू होगी और जो जानकारी हमें मिली है इलेक्शन कमीशन के अंदर जो हमारे सोर्सेज हैं उसके अनुसार 30 नवंबर को पहली वोटिंग जो है, पहले फेज की जो वोटिंग है वो हो सकती है। और जो जानकारी हमें मिल रही है उसके अनुसार 2 फेजेज में चुनाव हो सकते हैं। हालांकि बीजेपी और अन्य जो उसकी सहयोगी दल है, उन्होंने मांग की थी कि एक फेज में ही बिहार का इलेक्शन करा दिया जाए, लेकिन बिहार क्योंकि बड़ा प्रदेश है,
कुछ मिनट बचे हैं तो पता चल जाएगा कि यही होने वाला है या फिर नहीं। बट जैसे हमारे संवाददाता बता रहे थे कि सूत्र द्वारा उनको ये खबर आ रही है दिनांक के बारे में। अब देखना होगा कि एग्जैक्ट डेट्स क्या होते हैं, मगर कुछ और आपको जानकारी दे देते हैं। लेट्स हेल्प यू decode what happened the last time Bihar voted in 2020, and also remember what were the Lok Sabha results like for Bihar in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. What the situation was then, what the situation was now will of course only be known next month, but let's show you what things stood like the last time the Bihar Assembly elections happened. So in 2020, polling happened in Bihar. Total seats of course in the assembly is 243. The majority mark in Bihar is 122. Last time of course it was the RJD which was the single largest party with 75 seats. The BJP just 1 seat short at 74. But the RJD of course could not form the government because it was the BJP and the JDU which of course cobbled up the numbers. 74 plus 43 took them of course above that halfway mark of 122. The RJD and Congress of course did fall short. So the BJP stood at 74 as we told you earlier, and the JDU at 43. That put them comfortably past the majority mark. Interestingly, JDU was the third largest party in the Bihar Assembly, but still the JDU face, that is Nitish Kumar, became Chief Minister once again. Tejasvi Yadav of the RJD was the leader of opposition. The Congress party got 19 seats. The LJP Ram Vilas got 1 seat only. The CPIML, who also had an alliance with the RJD and Congress, they could muster 9 seats. So the left got 9 seats. The AIMIM got 5 seats last time in a pretty decent showing for them. So Asaduddin Owaisi's party got 5 seats and others stood at 16. That's what the assembly looked like the last time around. Let's quickly show you what happened in the Lok Sabha. Can we pull out the Lok Sabha election results? Yeah, okay. Here's what the Lok Sabha polls of 2024 threw up in the state of Bihar. So Bihar has 40 Lok Sabha seats, and in the Lok Sabha it was of course domination by the NDA. The NDA winning of course a very comfortable chunk of the seats. You can see here all the 3 NDA constituents did very well. The BJP got 12 seats, the JDU got 12 seats, and LJP Ram Vilas got 5 seats. The RJD could only win 4 seats, the Congress could only win 3 seats, and the CPIML won 2 seats. 2 seats went to others there. So that is what of course the 2024 Lok Sabha results look like. So let me take that to Anand Singh. Anand, we have to of course compare how the previous elections have been for Bihar. 2020 did see the RJD do very well, but they were let down by their allies, which is why they could not form government. The NDA of course led by the BJP is very good showing, and the JDU's over 40 seats did form government in this state once again. Interestingly, Nitish Kumar, the third largest party leader, but still becoming CM once again. And if we talk about the Lok Sabha, Anand, well, it was a very good showing for the NDA. Now all eyes on what happens this year.
Yeah, they look interestingly this time also all eyes will be on NDA, as they have been claiming that they are going to retain the power in the state, as last time we have seen that how Chirag Paswan, whose LJP Ram Vilas party, that has created a lot of hurdle for Nitish Kumar led Janata Dal United, as it cut out number of seats for the Janata Dal United there in the state, and JDU was made to settle only for 43 seats in the 2020 assembly polls, and mostly because Chirag Paswan was not happy with the alliance there in the state, despite the fact he was mentioning that he was the Hanuman for BJP. So clearly this time the NDA has also got Chirag Paswan there, so the factor of Chirag will help the NDA over there in the state, whereas the Grand Alliance, if we talk about them specifically, so the Rashtriya Janata Dal emerged as the single largest party by winning 75 seats in the state, whereas it was led down by its alliance partner that included Congress, which could only manage to win 19 out of the 70 seats it had contested in the state, whereas the left parties, they showed a good show over there by winning around 65% of the seats that they had contested. So clearly they were short from the majority mark in the state of 121, whereas the NDA that included of the BJP, which emerged as the second largest party with 74 seats in the state, they formed the government. However,
Yes.
there was some political changes in the state
Absolutely.
also.
Let me in fact quickly join Rajalakshmi Joshi. Rajalakshmi Joshi, do you believe that the NDA's strong showing last year in the Lok Sabha election proves that they have the momentum for the assembly polls this year too? Or is it a completely different scenario in assembly polls and in Lok Sabha elections?
Hello there. Yes, you have rightly said that the people of Bihar, they are actually they're very politically aware, and very frankly, the it necessarily not be that if they have voted for a particular party for the Lok Sabha, then they will vote for the same in the assembly as well. But then right now, I don't see too much of a change in the political scenario in Bihar after the Lok Sabha elections. Very frankly, the BJP and the NDA, they seem to be holding on to that momentum. And like your reporter was rightly saying, that last time round, they did not have Chirag Paswan as part of the NDA. And, that definitely did dent some of the votes. So then that definitely had an impact. Not too much, but then it did. Now this time around, even Mr. Chirag Paswan also is definitely a part of this alliance. So that factor is not there. And to add to it, now there is another new party, that is a Jan Suraj party. So that actually is definitely going to make at least a small impact on the impact of the Mahagathbandhan. So that I think, because see, he is constantly hitting on and he is reminding the voters of the Jungle Raj. Now, very frankly, yes, he is also talking about, he is speaking about Nitish Kumar ji as well. But at the same time, I think that, see, the people, they have experienced what is happening with Mr. Nitish Kumar, and they have seen the performance of the NDA. So they don't have too much of a complaint with that on that aspect actually. But then for the new voters who are not really aware of the law and order during Lalu Prasad Yadav's sarkar, for them, for the young voters who have probably never seen, because they in the last 20 years they have not seen what is a true RJD sarkar. So for them, they are being reminded every day by this person called Prashant Kishore. So he is reminding them of the Jungle Raj. And this Jungle Raj also is being emphasized on a daily basis by the NDA as well. So this factor of, this thing about the fear of the Jungle Raj is something that will be very difficult for the RJD to shake off. So it is a huge task for the RJD, for them to shake off this factor.
Yes, Bipin
So,
Sharma, now as far as of course these elections are concerned, what do you believe are going to be the main issues in the minds of the voters? It's just now a matter of a few weeks before Bihar polls, before the new government is elected. At this juncture, what do you believe are the main issues that are shaping up to be the game-changing ones which could possibly sway the election according to you?
So, a very pertinent question you've raised. You see, this particular election, 2025 Bihar Assembly, promises to be a clincher, and it is of paramount significance because it has a direct bearing. It will have a direct bearing on how NDA fares, whether it will be smooth sailing, because there are a lot of hiccups and a lot of speculation whether they will be able to sustain themselves, they'll be able to stay afloat. So Nitish Kumar factor, of course, is going to be very vital. But then, as far as the state issues are concerned, unemployment, migration, law and order, women's safety, and of course, not to forget that what the opposition has been saying, for a long time, vote theft. So whether it is ultimately going to be the mandate of the people, the Bihar citizens, that is going to decide the fate of either NDA or Mahagathbandhan, whom they repose their faith on. But then definitely Bihar has numerous challenges, numerous issues to be addressed. So now Nitish Kumar factor is important because the NDA specifically needs to keep Nitish Kumar in good humor, because if they don't do that, then it sends a wrong message to the other coalition partners that BJP is not competent is not reliable to keep their coalition partners, alongside. So, and when they compare it with Congress, they, have a long track record of keeping good ties, strong ties with their coalition partners. So, all these factors are going to be of utmost relevance. But at the end of the day, it is the citizens of Bihar who will be calling the shots, and the ball is in their court.
What about the, the issue of SIR, Gyanendra Mishra? Let me rope you in here. Is the issue of SIR now done and settled with that final voter list that has been published? Or do you believe it is still an issue that the opposition will continue to rake up in the run-up to voting day? Is that an issue done and dusted, settled now? Or is it an issue that still remains an issue that will perhaps come up in the campaign rhetoric of the opposition parties?
So Uday, I believe, as you rightly said, that now the election dates are now about to be announced today itself. But the SR issue still remains a very, very pertinent issue for the people of Bihar, and particularly when looked into the larger context of the claim of or allegation of the opposition parties about the election mismanagement and vote chori done by the ruling dispensation. It will remain an issue, but I think with now announcing of the election, the focus should strategically be shift from SIR to the real issues which the people of Bihar is facing and on the basis of which they should vote. The real issue of the corruption, the real issue of misadministration, the real issue of the cognitive, physical, and mental faculty of Mr. Nitish Kumar, the credibility of the whatever leadership, local leadership at the state level of BJP, because the way the Mr. Prashant Kishore is going hammer and thong against the top leadership of JDU and BJP, and the way both these parties are completely feeling defensive on these issues of corruption, the mismanagement. The Bihar election has become much more interesting than it was supposed to be. There is no gainsaying, in fact, that with the entry of Mr. Prashant Kishore and the way he is campaigning and raising the issues which are very pertinent, and the way the people are lapping it up will become a very important factor in the way the people will vote in Bihar. There is, of course, a palpable, anti-establishment, anti-incumbency against the ruling government, because it is the government which is there for almost 20 years, And now the people are looking for a change. Where this change will go, and you see the trend was even quite, very much visible in the last election itself when the RJD emerged as the single largest party, and the Nitish Kumar was a very minor third player in that election. So therefore, an anti-incumbency was very much in place in 2020 as well, but somehow the result was not as per the expectation of the Mahagathbandhan. But this time, the people are really worry about and worry about, because the control of Mr. Nitish Kumar on the administration has really weakened, and there are clear manifestation of that. And Mr. Nitish Kumar was the biggest mascot for the NDA as far as the Bihar is concerned, because when you look at BJP has no leadership at the state level. Their deputy chief minister are now under the cloud of suspicion because of the direct allegation of Mr. Prashant Kishore, and where we have not seen any explanation coming out of it, and it is really striking at the credibility of the BJP and JDU, which says that we are the party of indifference, and the way again the allegation has been made against Mr. Ashok Chaudhary, who is again the most important leader in the JDU camp, is really striking at the very
Yes.
credibility of an
Uday,
association.
just wanted to
Okay,
add 2
point taken.
points.
Yes, Bipin.
Uday,
So,
just
so
2
Bipin Sharma
therefore,
countering you. Bipin Sharma countering you.
yeah, so therefore,
Bipin
all
Sharma,
these,
please go ahead.
yeah.
all,
Yeah. So 2 important points. One, you see the big takeaways from, since you raised this question of SIR. One is that the apex court of the country will intervene, when there are mass exclusions from the voter list, number one. Number two, as far as the ECI is concerned, it is constitutionally empowered to conduct the SIR exercise. So I think that people of Bihar will definitely bear in mind when they go to cast their votes.
Yes. Okay, Ashwini Mishra, let me also rope you in here, into the discussion. Ashwini Mishra, all eyes, of course, on the Bihar election announcement. Do you believe it will be better to have it in 2 phases or in a single phase? What is your what is your preference rather, as of course an analyst, and also Mr. Mishra, as far as of course the elections are concerned, do you believe momentum is with the NDA, as what Rajlakshmi Joshi was saying, because of the 2024 results, or do you differ?
I think in Bihar, we Congress as an India alliance going to sweep away the election, and people are fighting the core issues, which is issues of country in large. But Bihar has been the center of those issues, which is poverty, job, migration of the people because they don't have enough employment. So those core issues are there. However, the most important issues is still the SIR. Understand that we are almost cutting 50 lakhs votes, which is 7 to 8%. BJP lost almost 53 seats in 2024 election just because they had 1% of vote share lesser than their earlier election. So SIR is going to be very important factor in the campaigns, and people are aware of it. So people has to do a big mass participation to ensure that even this board deletion doesn't have any impact on the final result. And I'm very sure we'll be very victorious and will come victorious in the election. Your question,
Since
failure,
I can see the Congress party flag behind you, so I presume you are not speaking as a political analyst, but you are speaking as a politician. So then let me be direct and ask you, Mr. Mishra, if you are speaking as a politician today, then do you believe that your party cost the RJD last time the election? You didn't do well at all. Are you prepared then to do better this time? Do you believe you still deserve to get more seats in seat sharing, despite what happened last time, or not?
those are all internal issues. I don't think you or anyone else should be worried about that. We are Akhand India Gathbandhan, and we'll be fighting in full scale. The number of seats we will fight or the RJD will fight will be decided internally and amicably. There is no concern with respect to that. We are fighting together, and we are going to.
Rajlakshmi Joshi responding to you.
Uday, even during the campaigning, when Mr. Rahul Gandhi was there in Bihar, there was a difference of opinion. among Mr. Gandhi and Tejaswi ji. So, they actually, he was talking about vote chori, whereas Mr. Tejaswi Yadav, he would have wanted to focus on unemployment. So, unemployment definitely is an issue, but let me also say that earlier people used to flee Bihar because of the fear, because of the fear of the nexus, the politician and the Bahubalis, all those people, all that kind of nexus. So they used to literally flee due to fear. Today, the migration is because of better opportunities. Yes, definitely. Bihar definitely needs more industrialization. You need a lot more investment. But till the time that people are not assured that, I'm sure that people will take some time. Just like, Uttar Pradesh today is definitely coming to a much better shape than before, because now people are assured of the law and order there. So Bihar also similarly is going on those lines. Today there is migration. People are not fleeing. So that is definitely an issue. But I don't think vote chori is an issue there. Because very frankly, the Congress has not actually made a single objection in the SIR process. So even today, the election commission has very openly said that if people have issues, they can still approach the DM, they can still approach the election commission. So this is not an issue there. Actually, the Congress should be aware that SIR is not an issue in Bihar. It is the unemployment, which definitely is much better right now than earlier, because earlier people literally were afraid of for their lives. Now today that is not the situation there, Uday. So things are much better now today in Bihar.
One quick thing, Uday.
Yes, Bipin.
So you see, again, repeating the same point.
Okay,
which I said
Gyanendra Mishra
earlier,
is countering you immediately.
So yeah, so that's the point, we can, after 20 years of, governing the state, you still say that the employment is in a big issue, the development is a big issue, migration is an issue. That is itself in failure on the part of, and this is the way the people are now perceiving it.
Okay, let me then raise another issue. Let me then
Yeah.
raise another issue as well, Mr. Mishra and Ashwini Mishra. I mean, not Gyanendra Mishra this time. Ashwini Mishra, do you believe that the elections should perhaps happen as close to Chhath as possible? Because a lot of Biharis who live outside the state are in the state for the Chhath festival. Do you believe the date should be as close to Chhath as possible? Would that be something you support?
See, we require maximum possible participation. Yes, as you rightly said, a lot of Biharis who has migrated to different places will be in Bihar mostly during Chhath. But I don't think it matters a lot because people are more aware now.